Hi everybody, this is Sherry with Palette to Palette, and today I wanted to go over a few tricks that I found in Lightburn that work really well for attaching, excuse me, the cursive font together, and also making a custom ornament with a frame on the outside. So a couple things that I wanted to show you. So I started out with the word Mesa. I have this Arizona ornament and I want to put the word Mesa in the center of it. But my M isn't attached to the ESA and I can't figure out an easy way to get it all to connect and I can't break it apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type it again, but separate. So I'm going to type my M, then I'm going to move my cursor to type my ESA. So now I have two separate things. I don't need this one on top anymore. So I'm going to select that whole thing and delete it. And now I can take my ESA and move it over to the M. And so that the E and the M are overlapping just a tad. Let's make this bigger so I can see if it's actually overlapping. Yes, so then you select the whole thing again, and then you go over here to the weld all selected shapes together tool. So you just click on that, and now this is all connected and is all one shape. So it's not going to fall apart when I put it inside of the ornament. So now the next thing that I wanted to show you was the inside of the ornament, being able to put a custom word or name inside of that. So in this example, my ornament is not grouped together, so that's already done for me. If it was, and I couldn't grab the inside, I would have to select this and ungroup it, which is up here. Okay, ungroup selection, and then my pieces would all be separate and I could grab the inside shape. Now I want to make a copy of this inside shape just in case I mess something up. I'll have a backup to go to other than the undo button. So I have my inside shape and I have my word Mesa, and I want Mesa to fit inside the inside shape. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and I just want it to touch in a couple spots on the left and on the right, and I'm going to do it kind of like this. So I've got this area overlapping and this area down here overlapping, and then the tail of the A is touching. So in order to get all of those together and to union, we're actually going to use the subtract, the Boolean subtract function over here on the left. And once I click that, it takes out the background and it puts the word in the middle of it. I don't quite like the way that turned out because it left some free flying spaces there. So I'm going to undo that and move Mesa a little bit so that we don't have it infringing on the shape of the state so much. I like that a little better. Let's see. So we do that Boolean subtract again. I do have one spot here, and that's going to be okay. So now what I'm going to do is put this back up in here and just kind of line it up as best I can for left and right sides, and I think that looks good. So now when this cuts out, the word Mesa is going to be in the middle of the state of Arizona shape for an ornament. Now, there's other things that you can do with this ornament too. If you didn't want to do this to the middle, you don't have to, but you can do that to the middle, but you can also make a copy of the back of it. Oh, you're going to need this part too, though, or you won't get an ornament string through it. So if you have the large back, so this is your whole, say this is a whole back piece, you could engrave something on it. So you could say, let's pick a font here. Here, we'll just do this. Our happy place is Well, and it shouldn't be because they're all the same. And then we can make this smaller. We'll turn it a different color. Let's get it. Now that I can grab the whole thing, I can make it smaller faster. So I kind of like, something like this, and it would show up kind of like this on the ornament. I would want to make it a little bit smaller. I'm just putting it over here for placement ideas. And then I'm going to put it over here. So that's the one that I want it to engrave on. And then you can have a 2-layered ornament. I'm going to lay this back over here just to see if I like the placement of where it's going to engrave. I think I want it down a little bit. So I'm going to move it down a little bit. And that might have been too much. Put this back over here again for placement. Yep, I'm going to move it up a tad. And then I think I will leave that okay. Leave that there like that. Grab this whole thing again. And now that I'm done taking front and back pieces apart, I am going to group that together so that I don't accidentally lose any of it. And so now you've got a front piece, which would be this side, and a back piece with an engraving on it that is a little bit more of an ornament than just a Mesa, Arizona ornament. Now it's our happy place is Mesa, Arizona. And you can do different things like that. So you can change, you can add another layer to it and use the back. The way that I had it cut, you could have changed the inside piece. You could have kept the back piece the way that it was and changed the inside piece to just a scoring line, right? So this could be a scoring line. Whoops, that's my engrave line. That's my score. That's my engrave. Okay, so if my scoring line just scored a little frame for us, come on, sorry, then we could, oh, that didn't change again. Hold on, let me get that. Okay, so if, oh, for crying out, Jiminy Crickets, it changed again. Okay, we could use this as a scoring line, and we could just score stuff in here, and it can still be a 1-layer ornament, and it's still an Arizona ornament, and you can type whatever you want in there and engrave that. So several different ways to use these state ornaments, and I will link the state ornaments in my Etsy shop below in the comment section. And I will also link the type of laser that I have that I'm using, and we'll chat later. Thanks for watching. Bye.